The native Fremen dream of creating a green Arrakis, while the Baron Harkonnen wants to paint it red. Smugglers who above all desire profit by turning the tables. The noble Atreides, bound by the whims of the Emperor, are blinded by their honor. The board is set. The Spice War begins.
Dune, Dune, Dune. Oh, I love Dune. I wasn't massively into it back in the day, but since the new movie came out, I've really been getting into it, reading all the books and trying to go through and find every bit of knowledge that I can find. This video has been thankfully sponsored by Dune Spice Wars, so make sure you click the link in the description if you want to go and check it out. But it's the most recent 4X strategy. You can pick any of 4 houses. We have the Fremen, the Smugglers, House Harkonnen, and House Atreides. Do you want to be a noble man that has great peaceful annexation abilities but cannot pillage neutral villages? Or you can be the naughty boy that decides they want to kill everybody. Each faction has their own unique abilities and skills, but we're going to go with House Atreides. Along with this, we're able to pick 2 counselors. We can have Lady Jessica, Duncan Idaho, Thurfair, or Gurney. Of course, we're going to pick Duncan because Duncan's an absolute badass. And I think we might also go for Gurney as well, because who doesn't like Josh Brolin? What a cool guy. The game itself is about trying to take control of all the spice, making sure that you control good amounts of land, but not only take territory, but be able to hold it as well. Look at the orthocopter. Look at it. Look at it. Look how cool that is. Oh my god, I love it so much. Okay, so the first things that we're going to want to be doing is finding where we can take our spice. Now, we need to take villages. Neutral villages will be able to have spice miners implemented in them, but let's keep moving and see what we can find. I love the way they use the sandstorms as almost the fog of war in this game. It works pretty well and especially ties it in with the immersion of, well, Dune itself. Okay, now we have this spice field here. We can deposit, as far as I know, a refinery. So we're able to explore these question marks to find out just what might be there. And it could be, well, it could be an abandoned Fremen camp. Interesting. Okay, so we have found our first village, Tabnet. Tabnet's going to be well, an interesting one. They do have a militia, they have armed civilians, and they have ranged as well. So it's not going to be a given that we can take this place straight away. We need some sort of military. Do we take some troopers? Do we take some rangers? I think we're going to go with some troopers to start off with. Maybe some rangers as well, just to be safe. We want to make sure that we get this place in good time. Now, our ornithopter at the moment is on auto recon, so we will go to all of these question marks and find what... Ooh, hello. Rare elements. So our first troops are out here. Look at these beautiful boys. Let's start moving them across. Now, the issue is, the further away you get from your base and from your regions, the harder it's going to be to fight. Your troops need to be able to stay close by, otherwise they're going to die from exposure. Arrakis is a rough place, and whilst it's got all the spice in the world, it can get in your lungs and you can turn into a strange slug if you're not careful. Hello, lads. Oh god, they've got some guys coming out. Let's deal with their ranged with our ranged over there. So this is kind of how the battles go. It is 4X. It's not turn-based, however, but it's not quite an RTS. Yes, you do have troops, but there isn't all that much strategy to it. I'm assuming it's more like the better troop will win the fight. We've taken the town. Brilliant. Now we can start building on it. Okay, now you can only build a certain amount of buildings within this area, so you've got to kind of be quite careful with how you do it. I mean, it looks like at this point in time that we can only build 3 buildings, but we can add building slots when we have more materials. But that refinery is going to be a great start. We can put militia in there, but let's just hope we don't get attacked at the moment. Meanwhile, we're going to go to the Fremen camp. We're going to check it out, and we're going to say hi, and hopefully they're not going to hate us. He's doing a good job of scouting. We are finding a lot over here. Oh, interesting. What have we got? Energy sources. Okay, so if we've got a town in this area, we can take out everything that's in this region. We can get those energy sources. Just like because we have a town in this region, we can put a refinery, which will gather all this spicy, spicy dust. Look at it going up. This game is pretty goddamn good looking, I can't lie. It's been done really well. Did I mention that it's made by the same guys that did Northgard? Interesting, right? Right, let's have a look at our developments or our research tree. We can go down the local dialect, composite material survival trainings, or network intelligence. I think we're going to go down the training grounds way. We want to get some good military, and I think this is the way to get heavy militia units and warden units. Hell yeah. Right, what have these guys got? They have some militia, but I think we can take it out. Oh, is the refinery done? It looks like it. It looks like we're almost there. I like the sound of that. Okay, we have a bit more of a military force. Oh, hello. Are you coming this way, sir? Raiders. We're going to have to deal with these raiders. They're coming to try and free the people from me. That's not very nice at all. That's really mean. But speaking of raiders, we have a harvester here. Look at this lad. Look at this lad. We're going to deploy him. Okay. Oh, here we go. He's getting picked up in a ship. Oh, let's just make sure everyone here is okay. He's getting picked up and he's going to get taken over to the spice. But we have to be careful. You see, the more harvesters you have, the more spice you're going to be able to pick up. Jesus Christ, what was that explosion? Oh, is that from my town? It's... Good job, town. Iraqi. They have regretted that massively. We probably didn't even need to take our army in at all. But now we have harvesters doing their thing, picking stuff up, getting lovely bits of spice. However, it will attract sandworms, and much like in the movie, we've got to make sure we get them out of there if we're not careful. We can bring in our ornithopter, and that will detect it beforehand. But maybe we get another ornithopter. Let's get one more. This one's going to stay around this area because we kind of do need scouting at the moment. But I think we need another one to stick around this area because if sandworms come, well, that's goodbye for my beautiful little harvester. Right, we can see at the top all our notifications coming in. Now, much like a game like Civilization, we've got trade requests and, of course, diplomacy with other factions. So the Fremen want, well, they want to give us spice and salari, which I'm assuming is money, and a trade agreement. What are we going to get? Okay, 15% influence and plastic. Okay, we got plenty of that influence. You know what? I will accept your trade agreement. Let's go, let's go. We should win because we can get up and close with our infantry. They should be fine. Ornithopter, you're going to have to hang around here, my lad. Unassigned agent. Oh, God, we've got an unassigned agent. That's not good. Okay, we can set them for different infiltration. I think we want to infiltrate. How's it going over here, lads? How's the war? The war's going okay. Why have you got a thing above your head? Sandworm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. God, get out of here, lads. Uh-oh, there's a sandworm coming. Run. Run. Oh, my word. Get out of it. Look at that thing.
All clear. On vector.
I'm going to bring the ornithopter over. I want to have a look at this. Great. This has now been captured, this area. It's exactly what we wanted. Now, there is an energy source here. I don't exactly know what we need to capture that energy source, or at least use it to the best of our abilities. But you can build wind traps here. The places with stronger winds are going to give you, well, more effectiveness from those wind traps. So we've got about 6 wind here. I mean, that's 10, but I don't know if we can actually build anything in those deep deserts. So it looks like this is going to be an all right place. So maybe we're going to pop one of them up, see how that goes. Beautiful. Let's pop one of those down. Let's get that built up. We're all okay over here. Still nothing just yet. Still nothing right now. Everything is safe. So far. Now, I wonder if I send my guys into the deep desert, what happens? I mean, there's only one way to find out, I guess. So we're going to try and do it anyway. This is a wreckage here. A crashed ornithopter. I wonder if I can find anyone inside. Maybe they've got some money for me. I'd love that. I'd absolutely love that. Okay, we've got the Plascrete factory going. Oh, we can patch it up. And now it is ours. Look, well, I have my game on fast forward and I probably should have worked out that they were going to die there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sand recall. There's a sandworm nearby. Wait, we don't want it in fast speed. Stop. Okay, we got it out of there. Oh, I wonder what happens if the sandworm actually grabs it. I wonder.
This is just bad luck right now. This game is trolling me.
There are so many different ways to play Dune Spice Wars, though. As someone that plays a decent amount of 4X games, I think it's pretty good. You see, it has a lot of similarities to other ones. Is it mind-blowing to me? Not particularly, but I think it is a very solid game, and the reception so far seems to be very, very positive. Whether you are just slowly building up, trying to go for a more economical and a peaceful way to victory, or infiltrating enemy bases, plotting behind enemies' backs, building up troops and going to invade, all the cards are on the table. Once again, thank you so much for Dune Spice Wars for sponsoring this video, and I'll be back in the future with more from Dune Spice Wars.